What makes humans both so special and so dangerous? Why do we believe in money, nations, religions, things we can't actually touch? Today, let's explore how aggression, imagination, and evolution turned humanity into the planet's most powerful force. We'll look at the real nature of people and the collective illusions that shaped our world. Human nature is unique and deeply contradictory. We are aggressive primates whose evolution is inseparable from competition and the struggle for survival. Yet, almost everyone prefers to see themselves as good, rational, and moral, denying any capacity for cruelty or deception. This paradox is at the core of our species. Beneath a thin layer of shared morals lies an ancient legacy of violence, trickery, and domination. What truly sets humans apart is our ability to create and believe in things that don't physically exist. We live not just among objects, but in worlds of ideas, myths, rules, and stories. Money, countries, companies, brands, nations, religions, and rights. These are all agreements or collective hallucinations, existing only as long as we believe in them together. Thanks to this, we have built complex societies, collaborated with thousands of strangers, followed laws, and created civilizations. Our power lies in imagination and self-deception. These abilities allow us to invent meaning, justify behavior, and unite for causes existing only in our minds. This is what transformed humanity from scattered groups into a planet-changing force. The entire history of life on Earth is a chain of endless struggle for survival. In nature, there is no justice or peace. All species are forced to compete for limited resources: food, water, territory, and the ability to reproduce. Humans are no exception. Our ancestors survived only through cunning, aggression, hunting skills, and the ability to defend their group. Every step forward was the result of someone's victory and someone else's inevitable defeat. This competition didn't vanish with civilization's rise. It simply changed form. Instead of direct physical conflict, we now compete socially and intellectually for status, power, resources, influence, and recognition. Even today, career success, wealth, or high status demand endurance, cleverness, and an aptitude for rivalry. Human society still rewards the most adaptable, not always physically, but almost always intellectually and emotionally. Evolution favors those who master the game's rules, those who can predict events, forge alliances, and outmaneuver rivals. The instinct to struggle is woven into our nature, and it's impossible to erase it. Only reason and culture can help control it. Despite our innate tendency towards struggle and competition, humanity's decisive advantage turned out to be our ability to unite. Survival in the wild became possible only for those who learned to cooperate. A family is stronger than an individual, a tribe stronger than a family, and a kingdom stronger than a tribe. Evolution favored traits that let us negotiate, help each other, and build trust: compassion, honesty, and decency. Cooperation enabled us to share risks, exchange knowledge, build homes, and defend against threats. Over time, small alliances grew into complex structures: villages, cities, nations, and empires. Much of our survival and success as a species was preordained by our talent for collective action and creating rules that millions could believe in. Trust is at the core of this process, the invisible fuel upon which teams, businesses, and entire nations run. Every daily interaction, be it a business deal or a simple chat, requires some degree of faith in the other's good intentions. That's why alliances based on trust, honesty, and common good become the backbone of resilient and long-lasting human societies. In the end, it was cooperation that took us beyond mere struggle and allowed us to build civilizations unseen in nature. Once, the Earth was inhabited by several human species: Neanderthals, Denisovans, Cro-Magnons, and others. But only Homo sapiens sapiens not only survived, but achieved absolute dominance over all others. Their victory wasn't a matter of strength or speed. Rather, it was their unique ability to unite large groups around myths, stories, and common beliefs. Armed with collective imagination, humans were able to form alliances unknown to nature. They acted as a single organism, coordinating the efforts of thousands, and later millions, towards shared goals, whether that meant launching an assault on competitors or building a new kind of society. It's believed that Homo sapiens eliminated rivals not through single acts of violence, but methodically, thanks to cooperation and strategic decision-making at the tribal and later supra-tribal level. The key to this victory was the capacity to create and uphold myths, faith in a shared past, a totem, an ancestor, a god, or a collective meaning that united people. These intangible ideas enabled cooperation with strangers, self-sacrifice for the group, and achievements that seemed impossible. This ability didn't just ensure survival, but transformed Homo sapiens into the most successful, numerous, and influential branch of humanity. One of humanity's greatest survival tools is our ability to create and sustain collective illusions. We build complex societies relying on things that do not exist physically: money, nations, brands, states, rights, promises. All of these are just agreements, abstractions that exist only as long as many people believe in them. In civilized society, one person convinced of mystical power may be called insane, but millions who share that belief form a religion, a government, or a stock market. It's the widespread acceptance of invented rules, boundaries, and values that transforms us into a superorganism, where each individual is part of something far greater. Collective myths give real-life meaning, cement trust, drive actions, and shape the behavior of billions. They make cooperation and long-term planning possible. You go to a bank believing you'll get your money because everyone else shares that belief. Yet, the power of these illusory constructs is also a vulnerability. By succumbing to fantasies and illusions, societies become open to manipulation, fanaticism, and mass hysteria. Humanity's power lies in shared beliefs and cooperation. But this strength becomes a weakness when we lose the ability to think critically about the illusions we create.